The second half of the 1984 Liberty Bowl is brought to you by Mercedes-Benz, engineered like no other car in the world. And by IBM. Whatever business you're in, an IBM business computer system can help you run it. If you're with us at the start of the game, you remember Arkansas won the toss, then deferred their option until the beginning of the second half. Now they've chosen to receive, and Auburn will kick off. Robert McGinney will be kicking to Carl Miller, who's deep, but goes down the middle. Sammy Van Dyke or Mark Calgany. And the ball is to Sammy Van Dyke. Comes up to the 15, to the 20, 25, to the 26-yard line. Arkansas, which had miserable field position most of the second quarter, never threatened. And let's see if they can get it going. Kevin Green went down to make that tackle. That's twice he tackled on the kickoff. There they are. You can see this has been a defensive battle. Look at the yards rushing. Yards passing, about even. 10 yards in favor of Auburn. 3 turnovers, the key of the game. Auburn intercepted 3 Arkansas passes. Arkansas, 3 minutes less in possession. The flag is down.
Offensive tackle move for Arkansas. You know, Arkansas in that first half really did a good job defensively. As a matter of fact, Bo Jackson, 8 attempts for 8 yards, and his longest was 3 yards, so they really contained him. In that second period, when Auburn had great field position, they only averaged 1.4 yards per play, so Arkansas's defense really did a good job.
False start, offense, first down.
Not a good way to start the second half. First down, 15. Arkansas on their 21. Penalties in the first half. Auburn penalized 4 times for 30. Arkansas 3 times for 25 yards. Marshall Foreman has been the leading ball carrier. Brad Taylor throws it out on a hitch pattern to the 20. He's contained. Bobby Lee Edmonds, they're trying to get him out there in the open, let him go to work one-on-one, but Kevin Green had the ball. Look at the last 5 possessions where Arkansas started.
Terrible.
Inside their 30-yard line every time.
Yeah, it's terrible. When you got to march 80 yards to score, particularly, you know, when you have the flex bone or wishbone type of an offense, when you want to grind it out 4 and 5 yards at a time, it's really difficult because somewhere along the way, generally you make a mistake. They made a mistake on the very first play when somebody jumped off sides and put them in a 1st and 15 situation as opposed to 1st and 10.
Second down, 15. Shebest and Luters are 2 wide receivers. Brad Taylor throws down the middle. It is nearly intercepted again.
And you look
into a crowd. Shebest smothered by 3 defenders.
2 offensive receivers in the same area. That is not what you want to happen. What you want to do, you want to spread those defenders out. So one man could actually have covered both of those receivers on that particular play. The quarterback also is throwing that ball into traffic. They should have learned in the first half not to do that, because that pass very easily could have been intercepted by Auburn. They're making Auburn's defensive backs' job a lot easier when they don't spread them out. Make them cover more area back there in that secondary.
Nat Caesar nearly picked that one off, the free safety. Third down and 15 for the Razorbacks from their 21. This is a rollout pattern, and it is caught at the 38-yard line. James Shebest, that's typical of the catches he made this year, where he caught 51 for an 18-yard average.
Boy, they did a great job. It was man-to-man coverage. You're going to see him he's going to take his man deep, man-to-man coverage. Now he's got him turned, got him ready. Now he breaks to the outside, and the ball is thrown low, which is good because meaning that Shebest is the only one that could come up with the ball. And you mentioned he catches everything that gets in his area. Anything he's capable of catching, he does. That's a terrific job.
He's from Houston. He's only a sophomore. He's caught 3 in this game for 52 yards. On first down, Taylor guns it to Bobby Joe Edmonds at the 40. Edmonds is dropped at the 42-yard line. Again, they're trying to open this thing up. That's their scat back, Edmonds. Let him go to work if they can. But John Daly contained him.
What they're going to do now, he's throwing that ball out to the side there. They didn't make much on that play, but what it's going to do is get that linebacker out there. It's going to stretch that defense. That's going to allow Shebest to go down and run the curl or the inside move, and he's going to be open.
Brad Taylor passing in the first half. He had 4 out of 11. Way below seasonal percent for him. A little bit different look now out of the wishbone. Second down, 6. First man through, comes over to 50, 45. That's Marshall Foreman. He's been the leading ball carrier in the game. He had 23 yards in the first half. And he's dropped by Jonathan Robinson in the Auburn secondary.
Here it is, the first option. There it is. He gives him the football. Good block on Carr, knocking him out of the way. And now the speedster, 5'9" and about 190 pounds, coming up the field. And here it is. See him block. Look at the aggressiveness of that offensive line of Arkansas, blowing out and getting some movement. Now, in the first half, Auburn was getting great penetration, but not on that play.
Marshall Foreman again, not much. This is the first time that Arkansas has been in Auburn territory since early in the first period. They didn't
notice they came
cross
out
the
throwing.
50-yard line in the second quarter.
They came out throwing. Generally, a wishbone or flexbone offense comes out and they try to establish the run to throw the football. Well, they found out in the first half they weren't going to get that job done. So now in the second half, they came out throwing the football, trying to spread that defense out, get the linebackers thinking, moving out into pass patterns so the running game can go.
They're second down 9, just short of the Auburn 43. Taylor on a sprint out, sets, throws to the sideline, and it's a diving catch at the 36 by James Shebest again.
Well, he made us 2 great catches in a row.
He's not supposed to be very fast. All he does is catch the ball and get open.
Here it is now. He's coming down. He looked at him first. Now he's trying to get the man moving deep. Comes to the outside. And the good thing that he did, Kurt, he came back for the football. He didn't stand there and wait for the ball. He came back after it. If he had waited for the ball, the defensive man could have broken it up.
They have a third down and 2 to go. Shebest is coming out.
Well, this is a running situation, I'm sure, for Arkansas. They want to pick up this first down. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't make it on this play. They go for it on 4th down.
Jamie Luters went in for him. 3rd and 2. And they stop Brad Taylor at the 40-yard line. A tremendous charge by Ben Thomas, the right tackle of Auburn. It's a loss of 4. They have a 4th and 6.
The leading tackler for Auburn this year is 91 Thomas. And look at the penetration. Now, I just mentioned before, they didn't get any penetration. The offensive line of Arkansas blew them back. That time, Thomas was in the backfield, went right after the quarterback. He didn't have any intentions whatsoever worrying about that fullback. That was somebody else's responsibility. His responsibility was to get penetration and go for the quarterback.
He looked like Barkley, the ex-basketball player from Auburn.
It forced him into a punting situation. Now, I'm sure that if they had made a yard, they would really seriously consider going for it on 4th down. But when you lose 3 or 4, now putting them into a 4th and 5 situation, they're going to have to punt.
Greg Horn averaged 37.3 in the first half. And I have a timeout and a penalty. Oh, they want to penalize him. They ran it out. He wants to back it up 5 yards and have a better chance to hang it up around the goal line and maybe to kick it out of bounds down there in the coffin corner.
Well, I'm looking at the 25-second clock. It's now down to 0.
Now they just penalized him. Puts it on the 44. It's 4th down and 10 now. Greg Horn to punt it. Trey Gaines is the safety man. And he hoists it up there. It's a good kick, fair catch. Gaines has it. He goes over his head and is caught down there.
That was a terrific play by that team because you noticed the fair catch signal was made, but they went back by the goal line, so when that ball bounced, they'd be positioned to pick the catch.
He was waving his arm, pretending like he caught the ball. He got fooled himself. 41-yard punt. So the score with a timeout is still Auburn 14 and Arkansas 3.
The Mercedes-Benz 190 class for 1985. So masterfully engineered that it can perform with the world's finest sports sedans. And that makes it exciting. Yet so conscientiously engineered that its feeling of sheer driving security is unique. And that makes it a Mercedes-Benz. The 190 class, Mercedes-Benz, engineered like no other car in the world.
Well, moms and dads the world around give their kids the same old sound. Got to go to school, be a big success. They wouldn't settle for anything less. Now they've learned whatever you seek, you'll help yourself to reach your peak. In the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. Need a trade? Looking for a skill? They have hundreds to fit the bill. In the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. Want more school? Don't have the bread. They'll help pay to get you ahead. Talking Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. Mom and Dad, they'll want to shout. He's made it big, there's no doubt. Thanks, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. It's a great place to start.
Hi, I'm Kevin White, cornerback, Arkansas Razorbacks. I hope you're enjoying the holidays, and on behalf of the Arkansas Razorbacks, I'd like to wish you a very happy New Year.
Kevin Wyatt from Kansas City, Missouri, a junior.
Remember his father? John Wyatt, the pitcher?
Yeah, he pitched Major League ball. That's his boy, huh?
Yes.
3-yard line, Auburn. Now
Arkansas is going to have about 8 men up near that line of scrimmage. They know they're going to have to run. Look at that. Auburn jumped offside.
Flag down. That'll be a legal procedure. Looked like Reggie Ware, the fullback, 36.
They also had an offensive lineman that moved before the snap. I would look for Arkansas to have at least 8 men up near that line of scrimmage because they're looking for Auburn to run with the football and try to get it out of that terrible field position.
David Dudley's gone in as a rover back. That is, they can play anywhere he wants for Nathan Jones for Arkansas. Now it's first down, 11.5 yards. They were penalized half the distance to the goal. Auburn has not committed a turnover tonight, and Arkansas wants to make them come up with their first one. That's the same play. Nearly got tackled for a safety. He escaped 3 men and brought it out. They should have had him in the end zone.
Oh, my
and then they should have had him on the 1-yard line. Kevin Anderson made the stop. That was a big run by Brent Fullwood.
That was a terrific play. Now, the penetration was there. They had about 8 men up and near that line of scrimmage, knowing they're going to have to run. He pitches the ball out. Forget about the option. Now, here's the penetration right there. Tackle is missed. Right there. It was about 1 yard deep in the it was Lasker, the free safety, that missed the tackle in the end zone. That would have been 2 points.
They have a second down and 4 coming through to the 20. Still rolling. Tommy Agee, the fullback. And Auburn quickly gets away from their 1.5 yard line and gets out of serious trouble.
What a difference one play will make, one tackle would make in this football game, because here it was, they could have had him in the end zone for a 2-point play, and now they're all the way out of danger right now, getting into good field position. That was a good run by Tommy Agee. I thought it was really a good play on the part of Ken Hatfield on that punting situation, because it really put Auburn in terrible field position, but they got out of it.
Tommy Agee, you don't hear a lot about him, but he's a very dependable performer. He had a big game against Florida last year. There's Fullwood. Fullwood smacked into at the 30. He fell forward to his 31. He was hit by Kevin Anderson, the cornerback. Here's Auburn's last 5 possessions. On their 21, on Arkansas's 45, on Arkansas's 13, on Auburn's own 42, and on their own 37. But they just took over on their own 3 to make it their 6th possession.
You know, one thing about the wishbone type of offense, and I haven't seen any fumbles out there today, and that's kind of unusual because the exchange between that quarterback and the fullback is a difficult one. I'll get into that in a second.
There's Jackson. Jackson tries to turn upfield, is knocked down at the 39 of Auburn. He's hit there by Nathan Jones, who's back in his rover.
I was talking about the fullback and the quarterback exchange. You look at the attendance here at the 84 Liberty Bowl, 50,180, and you can see by your picture that all the seats are taken. The quarterback has to put the ball in the stomach of the fullback. He can't grab that ball because he doesn't know whether he's going to get it or not. And it really is a split-second decision type of situation the quarterback has. And oftentimes that's why there are fumbles. And I know that's the toughest thing for a quarterback to do, to put it in there. And the fullback doesn't know whether he's going to get the ball or not. And there just becomes a certain point where the fullback has to grab the football.
All right, Washington is injured. He's going out. And a freshman, Jeff Berger, is coming on. All right, we have a timeout here. 9:08 to go in the 3rd quarter. There's a pause in the action. We'll be right back. This is the Cat Sports Network.
Look out, foreign trucks announcing a revolutionary price value. Your East Tennessee GMC truck dealers have held down the price of our 1985 S15 pickup truck. This smart new S15 pickup is still only $59.90. You don't have to settle for a foreign truck because we have the truck you're looking for at the price you want, just $59.90. Come see Delmar Haynes in Alcoa, Parkway GMC in Morristown, Holbrook Motors in Clinton, Jack Nelson in Lenore City, or Larry Hill GMC in Sevierville. We're your East Tennessee GMC truck dealers, and we want your business. Look out, foreign trucks, announcing a revolutionary price value. GMC has held down the manufacturer's suggested retail base price of our 1985 S15 pickup truck. This smart new S15 two-wheel drive short bed pickup truck is still only $59.90. You don't have to settle for a foreign truck because GMC has the truck you're looking for at the price you want, just $59.90. See your East Tennessee GMC truck dealer. We want your business.
Jeff Berger has come in. They're the two presidents of the respective schools here in the Liberty Bowl up there in their viewing box.
One is smiling, the other one isn't.
Berger this year has passed 8 times out of 13. He's got 8 out of 13, 95 yards. He's a freshman from Cedartown, Georgia. Pat Dye is high on him for the future. This could be their starting quarterback in a couple of years. First down, Auburn on their 39. They crack forward for 2 yards. And that hit is made on Nick Miller on Reggie Ware.
Reggie Ware, that was not an option type of a situation. They just wanted that quarterback to get his feet wet out there. And here we're taking a look at Pat Washington, the quarterback, starting quarterback for Auburn, getting worked on the sideline. Hope to have a report for you on his condition just a little bit later.
Second down, 8. Auburn ahead, 14-3. Now they pitch wide, stumbling and going down. Bo Jackson, and he's hit there by Raven Caldwell.
That was an interesting option. He also had the option to throw the football. He was looking downfield to his split end. If he was open, he was going to throw him the football. And the last option was to Bo Jackson. We got a report on Pat Washington, quarterback for Auburn, that he has a thigh bruise. He may be able to walk it off and may be able to come back in the football game. But it is not anything that is serious.
Bo Jackson's longest gain tonight has been 7 yards. He's really been stifled by this quick Arkansas defense.
Well, you take a look at the linebackers. They're following him wherever he goes. That's
Third down and 7. The pass deflected by Nick Miller, the linebacker, number 47. And Auburn, who had marched the ball with a lot of guts from their own 1.5-yard line right out to their 42.
Good play by Miller. Here it is. If he gets the ball over that linebacker's hands, it's going to be complete. You can see that man is wide open. Miller made a good batted it down. Next thing he's got to do is catch the football and go the other way.
Punt formation. Lewis Colbert. Bobby Joe Edmonds is the safety man.
They're going after him. They got him.
Flag is down. They hit him. They hit him. A flag down. You may have running into the kicker on this one.
You got it. That's right. They were going after him.
Tony Cherico, I believe, ran into him.
They had right up the middle, too. They had somebody coming right after him. I guess it was Cherico that eventually hit him, but it looked like he might have a shot at blocking this punt.
Oh, that's a costly penalty.
Oh, yes, it is, because you can't get into the kicker. You just got to get so far and then jump up in the air. You can see it right now.
There's
He did jump up
right
in the
there,
air.
64.
He tried to get back. You see, he tried to get away from him, but he couldn't. He knows what happened. You can take a
Nail
look
him
right
with a
there.
15-yarder.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
They're trying to make something happen, Kurt. That's what they went after the kicker there in that situation, hoping to get a block, turn something over, something big happened for their football team to turn this game around.
Well, Auburn was giving the ball up. Now they've got it back again after that costly penalty. And Jackson is hit at the 39 of Arkansas. 4-yard gain. He ran into Raven Caldwell. 7:24 to go in the third quarter. Auburn sitting on an 11-point lead. It's been somewhat of a defensive struggle. Auburn scored one of his touchdowns on an intercepted pass. They intercepted 2 others. They haven't had a turnover, and they have stopped Arkansas.
They haven't really done anything since Porter intercepted the ball and went in for the touchdown.
2nd down, 6. Berger throws the ball out.
It could be a lateral. No, it isn't. Incomplete.
Incomplete forward pass. Nobody fell on that ball. I wouldn't have taken any chances.
Boy, that was very
happen.
close. That's for sure. That would look very close to being a lateral.
3rd down and 6. Take a look at this.
All right, take a look. He's faking the fullback, A.G. coming in here. He's going out. You can't see it from that angle. But it was very close to being a lateral. Maybe he thought, well, I can't go back and get it anyway, so I'll just walk away. But there was the official standing right on the side that you can see. He's on about the 39-yard line. He was there and made the call right away.
Trey Gaines is in as a wide receiver, replacing Freddie Wagon. Ricky Williams is in. Here's Berger, the quarterback. You hit him, and he's back to the 39, and that's all. Rodney Beecham reached him, wrapped him up, let him slither away, but his momentum was shot. And he just got back to the line of scrimmage, and Auburn has a 4th and 6.
I get the feeling watching, Arkansas out there, that defense really is doing a terrific job, even with all the problems that they've had. 3 interceptions, roughing the kicker, giving him the continuation of the football, but they have stopped Auburn's offense. If they ever get anything clicking, if they come up with a big play, they can turn this football game around.
Well, Auburn led the Southeast Conference in rushing this year and total offense. They've got a great running game. This kick is headed to the end zone and bounces through. The touchback. Arkansas has a 1st down on their 20. We have 6 minutes and 9 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. It's still Auburn 14 and Arkansas 3.
What do a zipper company in Pennsylvania, a gear manufacturer in Michigan, and a nationwide shoe corporation have in common? They, like thousands of other businesses, have chosen IBM Business Computer Systems to control distribution, speed order processing, and turn out products smoothly. Whatever business you're in, whether you're in zippers, the gear business, or you run a shoe company, an IBM Business Computer System can help.
Introducing Riuniti Spumante, more taste than champagne.
Look at that sign. I'll tell you one thing, Pat Dye will never get that Alabama game out of his mind. Boy, he's still talking about it. He won't forget that one. There's a screen pass. Bobby Joe Edmonds. They're over there, and they grab him at the 24, 4-yard gain. He is the best scat back on the team, a chance for a big play. And they've tried to hitch the ball to him, screen it to him, but Auburn's been very alert over there.
They stopped him so far, but that's a situation like Bo Jackson. Get that ball often to somebody. Somebody has to make an open field tackle. Now, they've been able to do it so far on Edmonds, but, it only takes one. You miss that tackle, and there he goes up the field. And he had the screen pass, a couple of blockers in front of him that last time.
Marcus Elliott is out, all Southwest Conference right guard. Wells has replaced him. Marshall Foreman rolling up the middle. He's been the best ball carrier in this game. Well, fullback, a sophomore from Houston, Texas, 3rd leading high school ball carrier.
Here it is, straight ahead. Good blocking up front. He breaks the tackle. Carr had him, but he broke the tackle. He's 5'9", about 190 pounds, but he is a strong runner. Here it is. You take a look at Thomas, 91. He's bearing down, but he is blocked by the offensive tackle, right tackle David McGee, number 71. He just let him go to the inside and just carried him on in there.
Quick signal count. Taylor on the roll. Throws on the run and threw it away. He knew that he couldn't deliver that ball to anyone.
No, there was
threw it away.
Split end. It was Shebest was down there. There were 3 defensive men around him. That was a wise decision. In the first half, the quarterbacks for Arkansas made some really poor decisions trying to throw the ball and force it in. That time he saw 3 defensive men around his receiver, throw the ball out of the bounds, come back and try to pick it up on the next down.
You know, Arkansas defensively had one of the lowest scoring averages against them in the country, 12.5 points. Auburn gave up 19.5 points a game this year. Here's a draw play. It doesn't get much. They get up to the 35. That's Foreman, stopped by Nate Hill, and that's it. Now they have a 3rd and 5. And yards per gain, Arkansas only allowed 121 yards rushing a game against them. Houston got 56 yards on the ground against them, and they're playing in the Cotton Bowl. 4 Southwest Conference opponents failed to score a touchdown against them.
Well, when you take a look at him, you say, wait a minute, these guys aren't very big. You got a linebacker who weighs 211 pounds. He's one of their leading tacklers. Nose guard weighs 230. We ought to be able to run right at them, but they can't.
Another interception. That's Beasley. 4 interceptions by Auburn's defense, and they thought that would be the weak spot. Arkansas could throw against that defense.
And that ball bounces up in the air. There's generally a defensive man around. You can see here it bounces off the receiver. It's up in the air, and here comes the Auburn man. He's playing center field. Vic Beasley, number 31, very alert coming up with that interception. Now he's playing center field, and his job was don't let anybody get behind you. Keep everything in front. The 4th interception of the day.
I'll tell you, it's a wonder Arkansas is not way out of this thing. Auburn hasn't committed a turnover. Arkansas has 4 turnovers. Auburn had 2 chances. They had the ball first down on the Arkansas 14-yard line in the second quarter. Failed to score out of it.
Auburn's had terrific field position with the exception of the punting situation. They were backed up on their 1-yard line. They got out of that jam, but they've had really good field position compared to Arkansas.
Right now they have a 2nd down 8. They're on the 45-yard line of Arkansas in the lead, 14-3. They're going to throw. Washington's back in the game. Now he escapes. Look at him get out of there, and they knock him down on the 43. Tony Cherico, Shawnee Mission, Kansas. They might have had him 5 yards deeper behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, he's a good athlete, Pat Washington. It's good to see that he's back in the ball game, but the injury he sustained earlier was not a serious one. Looking at Arkansas, what they're doing, Kurt, on first down, they're gearing their defense to stop the run, because that is what Auburn has been doing. Auburn, what they need to do, instead of always running the football on first down, come up and throw with it, because the last time on first down they blitzed. Now you look at the situation now, they're doubling up both wide receivers with defensive backs. They're going to rush 3, maybe 4 at the most.
3rd down 6. Washington's pass blocked, deflected by Calvin Williams, who just went in at left tackle. There he is, number 13 from Greenville, Texas. 4th and 6. Again, Auburn presented with an opportunity and failed to cash in on it.
What they need to do, as I just mentioned, see, they're getting very predictable on first down. They're running the football all the time. So what Arkansas is doing, they're putting 9 men up on the line of scrimmage and stopping the run, forcing them to throw on 2nd and 3rd down.
2:44 to go in the 3rd quarter. Remember, the 4th period has been Arkansas's best period. They have really nailed their opponents in the 4th quarter. Let's see if they can do it tonight. A fair catch call on the 11-yard line by Bobby Joe Edmonds. The Razorbacks again had the ball in poor field position. 32-yard punt. It was 14-3 at halftime. It is still 14-3. Auburn in the lead in a timeout.
Last year, Mercedes-Benz introduced the new 190 class to America. Each one has rewarded its driver with a new kind of performance. Each one an almost uncanny balance of power and handling and riding comfort. Each one a remarkable automobile, even by the standards of Mercedes-Benz. The Mercedes-Benz 190 class for 1985, engineered like no other car in the world.
Wash and go. On the go with wash and go hair. Let it show with wash and go hair. Everywhere that you go. Your wash and go hair lets them know.
Kurt, That's what you want for hair on the go. Pert adds a drop of instant action conditioning, so all you do is wash and go.
Wash and go hair looks good on you. With style and freedom. Wash and go with Pert. Wash and go.
First down, Razorbacks on their 11-yard line. Here's Derek Thomas coming right up the middle. That's the one play that's gained some yardage. That got 13 for him. Foreman's been the leading ball carrier at fullback. There's the second leading ball carrier on the season, Thomas, and he splits the time with Foreman at fullback. That's the first option. The quick handoff to the fullback up the middle, and it's worked tonight for him. Arkansas has a first down.
Well, they have Foreman who weighs 190 pounds, and they bring in Thomas who's about 215 or 220 pounds, and it's a different type of look for that defense.
They're on their 23. This is a pass coming up. He pump fakes. He throws. He's got him there. He caught the ball. Theo Young. It'll be a first down, Arkansas. Young catches the ball. He's a big man and caught it over Alvin Briggs.
Now, that's the old stop and go type of pattern. Young is the tight end going down, and you're going to see the quarterback coming back. He's going to pump it. Bang. Now the tight end takes off, and he gets behind the defensive back. Defensive back had absolutely no idea where the football was thrown. Actually, had the ball been perfectly thrown and he caught it in stride, it would have been a foot race to the goal line. I said what they need is a big play. Maybe that was the play.
38-yard pass play. First down, Arkansas on the Auburn 44. There's a man coming through. That's Derek Thomas. He spills over the 35 to the 33 of Auburn. He may have another first down. Nat Caesar tackled him in the secondary.
Well, for a change, now the Arkansas fans have something to cheer about. They really haven't had much to cheer about offensively since the opening drive. But here they are now with 1:25 remaining in the third period, getting the best drive that they've had since the opening drive in the first quarter.
Well, they mark him down, and they say his knee went down to 36. Second down, 2. He'd gone forward, but they bring the ball back a couple of yards.
You got an offensive lineman moving. Boy, that's never the time to do that.
They've made a lot of mistakes tonight. They've hurt themselves more than anything.
Yes, they have. They're in a short yardage situation. Second down, when you got second down, third down, even fourth down to pick up a couple of yards. Somebody jumps off sides. Now they got to bring it back 5 more yards.
They had Auburn contained. Fourth down, Auburn punting. They roughed the kicker. Gave him the ball back again. Now, with a second down and 2, they're going to have a second down 7. Just when they had some momentum going.
Start, offense, repeat second down.
Second down, 7. Yarborough, Stinton are in. Erie, McGee are out. The 2 starting tackles are replaced. Second down, 7. There goes another flag down. And that's Derek Thomas from Paducah, Kentucky, hitting and stopped by Gerald Robinson, a second-string defensive end. Another flag down. We're less than a minute to go in the third quarter.
Oh, they gave it back.
Gave it back to him.
Gave him back. Now they're going to be in a situation. It's going to be second and 2 again. Now, it's a bad move on Arkansas's part, but it's a worse one there on Auburn's part because they really got a break when somebody jumping off sides. Now, as I said before, Arkansas really has 3 shots to pick up the first down. Arkansas, you may see them get up on that line of scrimmage in a hurry and maybe go on a quick count because the defensive unit for Auburn.
Defense lined up in the neutral zone. Repeat the down.
The defense for Auburn has a 3 men that will move depending on where the tight end goes. Sometimes you can catch them moving and pick up easy yardage.
Second down, 2 for the Razorbacks on the Auburn 36. And that is Derek Thomas heading forward. Boy, he can blast. Greg Carr had to tackle him in the secondary, the All-American linebacker. That's a first down for Arkansas.
54 is Carr, All-American linebacker. And you can see him, look at the offensive line just blowing out of there, doing a terrific job of moving them out of there. You know, it's not really a big secret as why things work and why they don't work. You know, number 56 is probably the best offensive lineman for Arkansas. That's Marcus Elliott.
He's gone back in. First down, Razorbacks, Auburn's 29-yard line. A handoff again to Derek Thomas. When you got a hot hand, deal it.
That's
And
right.
they're giving him the ball. He was stopped by Arthur Johnson. Foreman has 48 yards. He's averaged 4.8 a carry. Thomas has 41 or 42 yards. And their time has run out as the horn blasts here. The end of the third quarter in the 26th annual Liberty Bowl game in Memphis, Tennessee. There's the score. It was that same score at halftime. And Arkansas now has its first serious threat of the second half. We'll see how they do, and we'll be back 14-3 Auburn.